Hold on to your sports caps, folks. ESPN just dropped a bombshell on us. In a surprising turn of events, ESPN has fired Robert Griffin III and Sam Ponder, shaking up the sports broadcasting world. This news comes as a bit of a shocker, considering the prominence of these figures in ESPN's lineup. Griffin, a former analyst, saw his role gradually shrink, leading to his unexpected exit. Meanwhile, Ponder, who took over from Chris Berman on Countdown back in 2017, was also shown the door. But what's the story behind these abrupt decisions? Well, recent times haven't been particularly kind to ESPN financially. The network is nearing the end of its fiscal year, and it seems cost-cutting is on the agenda. There's also been a shift in the sports media landscape, with new platforms and consumption patterns emerging that could be influencing these drastic moves. So, what exactly led to these out-of-the-blue firings? Stick around, we're diving right into the details. Let's get to the heart of the matter. Why did ESPN fire Robert Griffin III and Sam Ponder? It seems the main reason behind these surprising decisions is financial. As the fiscal year draws to a close, ESPN is looking to tighten its belt, making cost-cutting decisions that have sent shockwaves through the sports broadcasting industry. Robert Griffin III, an analyst with 2 years remaining on his contract, found himself on the chopping block due to his diminishing role. Despite his contract, ESPN decided it was not worth retaining him. This is a clear example of the network's shift in strategy, focusing more on the bottom line than on any contractual obligations. Now let's talk about Sam Ponder. As the host of Sunday NFL Countdown, Ponder was in the final season of a 3-year deal, a deal that was worth over $3 million. Despite her significant role, ESPN decided to let her go as well. This decision, like Griffin's, seems to be a result of the network's financial struggles. But what next for the Sunday NFL Countdown? Well, potential replacements for Ponder are already being discussed. Names like Laura Rutledge and Mike Greenberg are floating around, both of whom have substantial experience in the field and could bring a fresh perspective to the show. It's important to note that ESPN has stated that there might be more cost-cutting moves by the end of September. However, they have assured that these moves will not be on the scale of previous mass layoffs. Now that we've got the facts straight, let's talk about the implications of these firings. The repercussions of ESPN's decisions are likely to ripple far and wide in the world of sports broadcasting. The impact of these firings isn't confined to the careers of Robert Griffin III and Samantha Ponder, but extends to the very fabric of the industry. For ESPN, the decision to part ways with Griffin III and Ponder is a clear indication of the financial strains they're facing. By cutting loose two high-profile personalities, they're signaling a desire to trim the fat and streamline operations, but at what cost? One might argue that the network risks diluting the quality of their content, potentially alienating a segment of their audience that tunes in specifically for Griffin III and Ponder's insights. The sports broadcasting industry as a whole is likely to feel the effects too. The firings send a message that even the industry's titans aren't immune to financial pressures. Other networks may begin to question the value of their own high-priced talent and could follow suit with similar cost-cutting measures. As for Griffin III and Ponder, their future in the industry remains uncertain. As one industry insider put it, their departure from ESPN doesn't necessarily spell the end of their broadcasting careers, but it certainly presents them with a challenge. They'll need to prove that they bring a unique value to whatever network they end up at. These firings also raise questions about the future of sports commentary. If networks continue to prioritize budget cuts over talent, we could see a shift towards a more generic, less personality-driven style of sports broadcasting. This could fundamentally alter the way we consume sports, shifting the focus from the individuals behind the mic to the athletes on the field. Will these firings mark a turning point for sports broadcasting? Only time will tell. Share your thoughts in the comments below and stay tuned to our channel for more sports news updates.